Hi everyone. It's Monday evening, it's almost 9 o'clock, and it is day 30 of our experiment. And I wanted to take a few minutes and kind of give some results and talk about how it's going with the experiment. Hi Summer, how are you? And so I'll give everyone a few minutes. Hopefully everyone's just kind of chilling. Maybe you can hop on and check out the experiment. So it's kind of been somewhat interesting. We're on day 30, and I also have a little menu of other suggestions of what we could do instead of stopping frequently at McDonald's. So we'll give everyone a couple minutes and hop on. And hey Jessica, how are you? Hey Nick. So we're just talking about final day of the experiment. I've done 30 days, and with it getting colder out, and the possibility of possibly having a mouse maybe come sneak up by my experiment, I figured it might be time to end this experiment. So just wanted to hop on and kind of show everyone how it's doing, what it's looking like or not looking like, and report on it, and just talk about kind of what it all means and why I'm doing it. So if we can give everyone a few minutes. So I don't know, those that are on, if you can maybe comment what you think the experiment might be looking like. Maybe if you have any questions of why I'm doing the experiment. Anything, comment about anything. So how's everything going? How was your guys' Thanksgiving? Anything? Feedback? Comments? So we'll hop on, give people a few more minutes. Kind of see some artwork back here. Christmas decorations. Hi Barb, how are you? We're just kind of hanging out, waiting a few minutes, waiting for people to hop on, talk about the experiment and how it's going. We're on day 30. I can't believe it's already been 30 days. Hey Sue, how are you? So we'll give everyone just a couple more minutes. Feel free to comment if you don't have any ideas of what you think the experiment might be looking like. Any comments, any suggestions? Wondering why the heck I'm doing this experiment. Maybe if you didn't catch my previous videos on it. Maybe you have no idea what the $2.64 experiment is. So yeah, feel free to comment. Throw out some likes, some loves, angry faces because I'm experimenting McDonald's. So just kind of raise your hand, let me know how it's going. I'll give everyone just a couple more minutes. So yeah, see some fine little reindeer artwork going on. Decorations are up. Okay, so let's get started. It's 9 o'clock, so we're close to 9 o'clock anyway. Okay, so I did the experiment for those who haven't watched the previous videos. So I did the experiment on October 28th. Here's my little super official note here, October 28th. And it's backwards, sorry. And the reason I did it is because it's just, it drives me kind of a little insane inside when I see the lines at McDonald's and other fast food places. I mean, I'm not calling out McDonald's. It just happens to be pretty much on every corner. And I also see litter bags of McDonald's. And it truly concerns me that as a society, and just as a whole, it really concerns me of the quality of food that we're consuming as a society and how sick it's making us. And I seen this experiment done several years ago, and I was like, whoa, really? This can't be true. And as I watched it months and months and months go by, it just kind of makes you step back and think about, hopefully. And that's why I'm doing this experiment, because it's taken me years. And again, I tell everyone I'm not perfect, but it's taken me years to get to the point where I'm at now from a health standpoint and education standpoint. And to I just want to open everyone's eyes to just take a moment in your day to think about truly how what you're eating and what you're drinking is affecting your body and your overall health, and how it's affecting your mood, and affecting everyone else around you, your family, and just how your everyday life is affected by the food that you're consuming and the types of foods that you're consuming. So again, so I spent $2.64. Not a lot of money, and I get it. Food is expensive, very expensive. And you know, I get it. Every now and then, if you need to stop just because you truly need to eat, do what you got to do. But trying to plan ahead in your daily life and just trying to give thought ahead of time to how you're consuming food and the food that you're consuming will truly make a difference. And so I understand from a monetary standpoint. I get it. You know, I've been there. I'm there. Budgets are always a concern, but so is your health. And whether you spend the money now or you spend it in the future, whether, you know, you need to take care of yourself. So, anybody have any comments, any questions, anything? Those that are watching. So, I don't know. What do you guys think as far as how the experiment's gone? I think Nick has a leg up because he was here yesterday, so he kind of knows how it's doing. But what do you think? You know, I'm not surprised, but I was hoping for some type of exciting action, and there really isn't any. So, again, 30 days. So let's check this out. This is a cheeseburger and a fry from McDonald's, purchased on October 28th. It literally looks exactly the same. Completely the same. So there's no mold. So I'm going to actually cut this open and we're just going to check inside. And I've mentioned kind of in the other weekly updates. So the fruit flies that I have had in the house that, you know, are hovering around my aging bananas and whatnot are not coming anywhere near this food. Neither are any other flies. So yeah, so I guess it just kind of really, there's no mold on the cheese. The only thing that's different about this is that it's hard. The fries pretty much this looks like you could actually eat it. Like I just bought it. Well, okay. Well, maybe not just bought it, but maybe yesterday. But it hasn't aged. I mean, it's not decomposing whatsoever. And it's been 30 days. I mean, even cheese in the refrigerator will start to mold. And so I actually, if you can kind of see behind, they're a little bit backwards right now, but I put together a list. Hi, Galia. Hi, Haley. Of other options that you could actually choose while you're out, and you gotta grab a quick bite to eat, but also that you could, make it home. When you do a per unit cost measure, it truly is very inexpensive. And especially if, you are okay with making something that you could actually get a couple meals out of. Okay, but anyway, let me get back to, trying to cut this open. So, with one hand because I'm holding my phone. So, those that just hopped on, we're doing my experiment to kind of see how this cheeseburger meal that's now 30 days old, to see if it's decomposed at all. And from the outside, it hasn't. At all. You guys can see, still pretty much looks exactly the same. No mold. Maybe some glistening of the cheese because I've had maybe the light on for a few minutes, but and I can't even really cut into it. So I don't know. What are you guys thinking? What are your comments so far? So I might have to put the phone down to actually cut into this, unless maybe my husband hears me struggling trying to do this one-handed and he comes by and gives me a hand. But okay, so here we go. Okay, so inside, it literally has not. I was glad no flies or anything jumped out at me when I cut this open. And I didn't have them alter it or anything. I just ordered, actually I just said I just want a cheeseburger and a small fry. and there is nothing going on. Yeah, Corinne, I completely agree. It's gross. It's like gross in the sense that it actually hasn't done anything. No it's like, you could probably eat this if you didn't know anything of my experiment. So, yeah. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's not doing anything. And it actually still smells like McDonald's at the moment, now that I open it up. So, very interesting. I don't know, what are you guys thinking? Kathy, I kind of hope you don't forget this ever. And, again, I'm not trying to bash McDonald's. And yes, McDonald's can be friggin' delicious. Like, I remember the last time I ate it, distinctly. And it was a couple years ago. But it's just truly like what we're doing to our bodies every day. And there's so many other options. And I'm so happy to see just every day that more and more is coming more readily available, especially for us that are gluten-free, but that the health craze truly is becoming more prevalent, and for good reason. What we're doing to our bodies, and what I was doing for years, it's making us sick, and I hate seeing people uncomfortable and sick and depressed. And this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm here to help people, just to feel better. And so if I have to do experiments like this all the time, this is what I'm going to do. I want to educate people, and I want to help people feel their best. And so, okay, so I have some menu options that I literally just threw together because it's something that, for me, it's secondhand nature to think about and do as far as what I'm eating. And it doesn't have to be gluten-free, and it can taste absolutely amazing. So I have several different options. You could pre-make tons of stuff. To do a per unit costs truly are so reasonable. So whether it's getting some boar's head turkey at the deli and getting whole wheat bread, or even the flat out bread, and putting some veggies on it and rolling it up and having it in a bag ready to go. And a lot of it truly is just giving it some thought ahead of time. So I literally just threw together some different ideas. So here's my little menu. So come to the Jenkins house for a little menu option selection. And hey, Corey, how are you? Hey, Stephanie. We're doing the experiment to kind of see how it did, what's going on. Right now I was just talking about different menu options. So if you guys have any questions, please, I'm not seeing any come through. I don't know if there's a delay, but give me some likes, give me some loves, crying, hating me, whatever. But so yeah, different options. So whether it's like when you truly, like I was saying, when you break it down per unit measurement, it really is very inexpensive to make your lunches and dinners. And you don't have to always be organic or non-GMO. Just do the best you can. And just trying to get the best quality of food that you can for your budget, and making it ahead of time is really going to eliminate a lot of the sodium that's put in the food. It's going to eliminate all of the preservatives that you're getting in a lot of the fast food places. And my family's raving about this chicken taco chili recipe that we're doing, and I freeze the stuff. Like, we get probably 15 servings out of it, and I can freeze it and have it readily available. So there's so many different options. I put turkey on flatbread, grilled chicken, ranch. I have a ranch recipe with veggies, a bean burrito with a whole wheat tortilla and some fresh herbs, and salsa, turkey chili. So there's so many different options, and it's truly just about being prepared. And of course, Shakeology, I do that daily, so that's a complete option. It's really going to give you all of the nutrients, the best nutrients possible, but you don't have to do that. It's something that I choose because it's something that I feel is the most beneficial in my daily menu. So those who just hopped on, do you want to see kind of how the experiment's doing? Okay, I tore it open. And okay, we're on day 30 for those that just hopped on. And I don't know if anyone's commenting, I'm not seeing anything. So comment, do something, say hi, hello, good evening. Okay, so as you can tell, like, it hasn't done anything. There is no mold, no decomposing, no, even the cheese still intact. Hopefully you can see this. So like the cheese that was hanging out on outside of the cheeseburger, right there, see it? There's no mold, no nothing. Hey Chrissy, how are you? So yeah, it's completely, other than being hard, I can still smell McDonald's when I open this up. And again, thank goodness there was no like bugs or anything flying out at me. So I guess, it's just truly eye-opening that literally this hasn't decomposed or anything, and it's a cheeseburger. There should still be like a pickle or something somewhere in here, and it's not. The bread didn't mold. It's hard. The fries, literally, other than shriveled up a little bit, they are exactly the same. Hey Mandy, hey Leslie. So, we're talking about the experiment. So feel free to comment if you have any questions on how all this is going. So it's not like super like crazy exciting, but it is just very interesting that 30 days and it looks, kind of really don't want to pick it up, but what the heck. Literally, other than being hard, it looks exactly the same. There's no mold. Nothing. See that cheese? No mold. And it smells like McDonald's. I'm doing great, Chrissy. I'm glad you're doing good too. Yeah. So, who's ready for a McDonald's cheeseburger tomorrow for lunch? I hope all of you say, heck no, I'm not going there. And I know they have other alternatives, but what is the quality of what you're getting? It's kind of concerning. Hey Sean, hey Katie. So we're talking about my McDonald's experiment on day 30. And I cut open the burger and it's still the same, other than being hard. There's no mold, no flies, no worms, nothing came out to get me, which thank goodness, because that would have been a bad night. And the fries look exactly the same. So again, this is 30 days. 30 days of sitting here. And it hasn't done anything other than harden. So, do you need idea? Yeah, Katie, it's completely gross. Leslie, I kind of wonder the same. Scared? You should be, I would say you should be scared if this is what's going in your body often. Impressed? Kind of impressed it hasn't done anything. So, if you guys need recipes, I've got a website you guys can get recipes off of. Pinterest is amazing for getting tons of recipes. Being that we're gluten-free and pretty much dairy-free, I've got tons of options. Let me know if you have questions. It really is trying to be prepared and just really giving thought to your everyday and what you're consuming and how it's affecting you. So, do you guys have questions? Anything oh my gosh, crazy, wild, why isn't there mold on this bread? Yes, Katie, Pinterest is the bomb for recipes. It is great. Sorry, I'm moving my camera. It is. I love it. So, okay, well, I think I'm going to hop off, but again, I've got my little Jenkins little menu option thing going. If you guys want me to send you in your recipes, I can definitely do that. My website is gravitatecoaching.com. Thank you, Leslie. So yeah, there's tons of information on there. I've got a blog for a blog post that you could sign up for, and you can get information emailed right to you. It's not all about just health and fitness either. So, yeah, so I'm here to help educate you, help take care of you, help making you feel better. So you guys have a great night, and if you want some of these recipes or like a breakdown of what you think it might cost, again, they're all very, very inexpensive, less than a couple bucks when you break down a per unit cost. So you guys have a great night, and stay away from eating this stuff frequently. Okay, you guys take care. Have a great night. Thanks for watching.